Dear Taurus, have you been listening to the silence lately? Not the peaceful quiet you sometimes crave, but a different kind of silence, one that echoes with unspoken questions, with a tension that hums just beneath the surface of your carefully constructed world. It's not a crisis you can name, not a storm you can see, but rather a profound and unsettling stillness, as if life itself is holding its breath, waiting for you. If you have found your way here, in this moment, understand that it is no accident. This is not a casual encounter. It is an appointment your soul has made. There is a message stirring in the universe, a truth that has been patiently waiting for you to be still enough to hear it. This is a space for that truth to land. Remember, you are the architect of your destiny, the one who holds the pen to write your next chapter. These words are not commands, but mirrors. If they do not reflect what is stirring within you, gently let them go. But if they do, if they touch upon that silent, waiting part of you, then stay with me until the very end, because the final revelations are where the fractured pieces of your spirit will finally click back into place. Before we journey deeper, I want you to join me in setting an intention. If you feel that pull, that readiness for a profound shift, I want you to declare it. Go to the comments below and write this affirmation. I am ready to release what is heavy, to welcome the truth that sets me free. By writing it, you are not just typing words. You are sending a signal to the universe, and more importantly, to yourself, that you are no longer willing to live behind the fortress walls you have built. Let's speak about those walls for a moment. The advice that often comes to us is to separate what can be renewed from what must be discarded. But for you, Taurus, this is not a simple matter of tidying up bad habits. No, this is a sacred demolition. It is about identifying the very structures of your identity that were built for a version of you that no longer exists. That relentless need for stability, that quiet resistance to change, that persona of unshakable strength. Were these choices, or were they survival mechanisms? You have cleansed your home, but have you cleansed your spirit of the invisible cages? Have you dared to look at the comforts you cling to and ask, does this protect me, or does it imprison me? Because a revelation is dawning, Taurus, one destined to illuminate your life, not with a fleeting spark of joy, but with the enduring fire of authentic truth. And it begins, as it so often does, in the landscape of the heart. There is an energy coalescing around you, a sense of an unexpected turn in the realm of connection. The original message speaks of someone's special awakening, of a step being taken toward you with newfound clarity. But let us go deeper than that. Let us ask why this is happening now. This isn't just about another person's timing. It is a reflection of your own inner readiness. For months, perhaps even years, you have been in a silent dialogue with the universe, pleading for clarity, for a sign that your steadfastness has not been in vain. You have endured ambiguity, weathered emotional distance, and stood like a lighthouse, waiting for a ship to finally turn its light toward you. This person, this situation that is now moving, has felt your shift. They have felt the ground change beneath them because you have begun to change. Their feelings may have matured, but it is because you have created the sacred space for that maturity to occur. The reason their words may now come without ambiguity is because you are no longer willing to entertain confusion. You are subconsciously revoking permission for mixed signals and emotional uncertainty. So when they come to you, speaking from the heart, offering their love with a sincerity that feels new, recognize it for what it is, a mirror to your own emerging self-worth. This is the moment where a story that has been brewing in the quiet corners of your heart finally dares to blossom in the light of day. But its blossoming is not the true miracle. The miracle is that you are finally ready to receive it without the old fears sabotaging the bloom. You have longed for peace, for an end to the anxiety that gnaws at you in the dead of night. And as that peace begins to settle in your soul, understand that it is not being given to you by another. It is being unlocked from within you. It is the testament that the reality you have so deeply desired is beginning to manifest because you are finally becoming an energetic match for it. You have spent a season in tension, navigating conflicts with a quiet dignity, often choosing silence to keep the peace. You have planted seeds of patience, of integrity, of calm resolve, even when no one was watching. You may have felt unseen in your efforts, wondering if your high road was leading anywhere at all. But now, the universe whispers back, everything was seen. Every moment you chose grace over grievance, every time you held your ground with quiet strength, those were deposits into your cosmic account, and the dividends are beginning to pay out. This is not merely about reaping rewards at work or receiving a pat on the back. It is about a fundamental universal principle. The energy you emit is the reality you will receive. Your patience is now being returned to you as peace. Your perseverance is being returned to you as recognition. It may not arrive in a single, dramatic financial windfall, but as a slow, dawning realization that the ground beneath you is more solid than ever before. You are not just building a career, you are building a legacy of character. So, as love and peace become the protagonists of this chapter, open your heart. But do not open it passively, waiting for surprises. Open it with the knowing wisdom of a gardener who understands that the seeds they planted months ago are now, finally, ready to sprout. What is coming is exactly what you need, because it is exactly what you have prepared for. The original reading points to lucky numbers and colors, to sapphire hues and the numbers 22 and 2, but let us transcend the literal and touch the symbolic truth beneath. What does it mean to have a lucky color or number? It is an invitation from the universe to pay attention. It is a call to look for synchronicity, to find meaning in the mundane. Perhaps seeing the color sapphire isn't about wearing it for luck. Perhaps it is about noticing it in the world, in the deep blue of the evening sky, in the flash of a bird's wing, in a stranger's eyes. Each time you see it, let it be a reminder of the depth of your own wisdom, the clarity you are now calling into your life. The universe is not playing a game of chance with you, Taurus. It is engaged in a deep, intimate conversation. These symbols are its language. They are winks from the divine, nudges to remind you that you are on the right path, that you are seen, that you are guided. So, yes, pay attention to the small details, not just to acquire skills for harmony at home, but to witness the magic woven into the fabric of your reality. Listen to your loved ones, not just with your ears, but with your soul. A family member may need your help, not with a task, but with an unspoken fear you are uniquely equipped to understand. Start a conversation, but more than that, create a space of safety where their soul can be seen. Listen, because today is about reclaiming your own energy by first recognizing the sacred energy in everything and everyone around you. Let us now journey into the heart of the matter, into the very core of the energy that is shaping your reality. You may be feeling a little lost, as if you've been pushing a boulder uphill, only to wonder if you're even on the right mountain. The exhaustion you feel is not from a lack of effort, it is from a misalignment of soul. It is the deep fatigue that comes from forcing things, from trying to will a future into existence that your spirit has not yet consented to. This is where the Sword of Truth, the Ace of Swords, makes its entrance. This is not just a card. It is a divine intervention. It represents a breakthrough of such piercing clarity that it will cut through the fog of your confusion like a bolt of lightning. For too long, you have been living in the gray, weighing pros and cons, paralyzed by the fear of making a mistake. You have honored loyalty, you have honored stability, but in doing so, have you betrayed your own truth? This sword does not come to wound you, it comes to liberate you. It is the courage to have the conversation you've been avoiding. It is the strength to cut the cords to a situation that has been draining your life force. It is the moment you finally look in the mirror and say, "No more." This is not merely a change, it is a renewal of your very mind. You are taking up the sword of your own truth, and with it, you will carve a new path. And as you do, the sun begins to rise within you. The original reading suggests this sun illuminates another person, causing them to reconsider their actions. But I tell you, Taurus, that is only a reflection. The true sun is rising within your heart. It is a dawning of self-worth so brilliant that it warms everyone in your orbit. The reason someone from your past may now see you in a new light is because you are finally seeing yourself. Their newfound clarity is a direct result of your own illumination. The warmth and honesty they may now bring are simply mirrors of the warmth and honesty with which you are finally treating yourself. But be prepared, dear Taurus, for when a sun this bright rises, it inevitably casts long shadows. It reveals what was once hidden in the darkness. And that is where the Tower makes its dramatic entrance. This card is perhaps the most feared in the deck, for it represents upheaval, chaos, and the shattering of foundations. It speaks of a sudden revelation, a disruptive event that feels like the world is crumbling around you. And you, Taurus, who values security above all else, may feel a primal terror at its approach. But I want you to reframe this. What if the Tower is not a punishment, but a gift? What if the foundation that is crumbling was actually a prison? That job, that relationship, that belief system you have clung to for security, has it been supporting you, or has it been keeping you small? The Tower does not come to destroy you. It comes to destroy the illusions that have kept you from your true power. It is a cosmic intervention, a tearing down of old structures that no longer serve your soul's evolution. Do not fear the fall. Do not scramble to rebuild the same old fortress. Stand in the rubble. Feel the wind on your skin for the first time, and know that from this sacred ground of destruction, you will build something real, something true, something that can never be torn down again, because it is built not on fear, but on authenticity. And from that chaos, the wheel of fortune begins to turn. This is the universe responding to your courage. It is a sign that things are now moving, shifting in your favor in ways you cannot control, but which are aligned with your highest destiny. This is not about passive luck, it is about karmic reward, because you dared to face the Tower, because you chose truth with the Ace of Swords, because you allowed your inner sun to rise. The universe now conspires in your favor. Expect unexpected blessings, synchronicities that feel like miracles, opportunities that seem to fall from the sky. This is especially potent in your emotional and romantic life. The turning of this wheel is a significant turning point, altering the course of your life toward a destination your soul has been yearning for. This leads us to the heart of it all, the Lovers. This card is so much more than romance. It represents a profound choice, a sacred alignment, It asks you to make decisions from a place of love, not fear. Love for yourself, first and foremost. It suggests a harmonious union, yes, but that union begins within. It is the marriage of your heart and your mind, your intuition and your logic. When you are faced with a choice, be it in love, career, or life path, the Lover's card urges you to trust that deep, quiet, inner voice. Is this choice expanding you or shrinking you? Is it leading you toward more love or deeper into fear? The path of alignment may be the harder one, the one that requires you to let go of familiar comforts, but it is the only path that leads to true fulfillment. And finally, the Two of Pentacles reminds you of the dance. As all these powerful energies converge, you will need to be adaptable. You will be juggling the old and the new, your practical needs and your spiritual growth. This card is the wisdom of staying grounded amidst the winds of change. Keep your feet on the earth, Taurus. Manage the day-to-day aspects of your life with care, but do so with a new lightness in your heart. You are learning to dance with the universe, to balance the profound with the profane, to live a spiritual life in a material world. Now, let us see how these powerful energies flow into the different gardens of your life. In the garden of your health, your very body is crying out for transformation. The desire to change your physical appearance, to start a new regimen, is your soul's desire for an external reality that matches your internal rebirth. If you wish to go to the gym, to move your body, see it not as a chore, but as a celebration of your vitality. But do it with wisdom. Find a professional who understands the body as a holistic system. The mention of blood circulation is symbolic. It is about your life force. Are there blockages? Is your energy flowing freely? This could be related to diet, yes, but more deeply, it is related to your emotional state. Stagnant emotions create a stagnant body. Move your body to move your soul. In the garden of your work and finances, the answers you seek are not in the external world. You have been looking for validation, for a promotion, for a sign that you are on the right path. But the doubt that haunts you, the one that questions your professional decisions, can only be answered by going within. Meditate, journal, analyze, conduct a deep and honest introspection. Stabilize your own cosmic energies first, and the right path will illuminate itself. A meeting may bring an opportunity, a pay raise, or recognition, but the true value is not the external reward. It is the confirmation that your inner feedback is valuable. If you are seeking work, know that you are not just prepared with a resume, you are armed with a newfound clarity and authenticity that is magnetic. Your financial situation is poised for a significant shift. The Ace of Swords brings the mental acuity to cut through financial confusion, to restructure a budget, to finally understand your investments. You are making bold, clear decisions. The Wheel of Fortune promises a turn of luck, an unexpected opportunity, a fruitful investment, a windfall. But the Tower's warning is crucial. This change may come from an unexpected restructuring. A sudden expense may lead to a brilliant new financial plan. A loss in one area may open up a far greater gain in another. Trust this process. Use the energy of the Lovers to ensure your financial decisions align with your deepest values. What is the life you truly want to fund? Invest in that, and use the wisdom of the Two of Pentacles to maintain balance. Juggle your commitments with adaptability and grace. In the garden of your love and family, the past must be honored, but not lived in. All that has happened before has been a lesson, not a life sentence. Focus your energy on strengthening the relationships of the here and now. The small details matter, the shared laughter, the quiet understanding, the unspoken support. If you are in a solid relationship, pour into it the harmony and affection you are now cultivating within yourself. And if you are single, understand that nothing happens by chance. A seemingly random friend request online, a chance meeting in an unexpected place, these are not accidents. These are invitations from a universe that has heard your heart's call. It is your decision whether to accept the invitation. Will you let the old fear of being hurt keep the door closed, or will you trust that you are now wise enough to welcome in a connection that mirrors your newfound wholeness? Within your family, the Ace of Swords brings a time for honest dialogue. Truths can be spoken, misunderstandings cleared. The Sun promises a return to harmony and joy. But again, the Tower warns of potential upheaval, a necessary conflict that breaks an old, unhealthy dynamic. Do not fear it. Embrace it as a cleansing fire that will ultimately allow for more authentic connection. The wheel is turning in your family's favor. Fate is on your side. Finally, let's talk about your energetic state. You may feel your energy is low, but do not panic. It is the exhaustion that comes before a major rebirth. You are in a cocoon, and transformation requires immense energy. To balance yourself, engage in activities that connect your inner world with the outer world. Walk in nature. Listen to music that stirs your soul. Create something with your hands. The joy that is bubbling up within you is potent. Share it. Your ability to see the nuances of life, the beauty in the shadows, is a gift. Transmit it to others. Be mindful of the temptation of laziness, but understand its root. It is not a character flaw. It is energetic paralysis born from fear. The thought of starting a new physical activity isn't just about exercise. It's about breaking the chains of stagnation. A simple morning walk can become a moving meditation, where your sharpened mind can receive brilliant ideas and insights you never would have found sitting still. And be gentle with your body. Avoid things that constrict you, physically or metaphorically. Tight clothing, rigid schedules, suffocating relationships. It is time to breathe. Choose comfort. Choose freedom. Dear Taurus, you are standing at the threshold of a monumental transformation. It is not just a phase, it is a profound emotional breakthrough. You are saying farewell to an old self, the one who learned to survive with rigidity, with silence, with hyper-independence. You are no longer the child who had to be still to avoid chaos. Today, you are an adult with the power, the voice, and the sacred right to choose differently. Choosing differently starts now, in this moment, by allowing yourself to feel without judgment. The sadness for what was, the fear of what is to come, let it all move through you. Because when fear is met with awareness, it transforms into wisdom. You are not losing anything of value. You are gaining your true self, a version that is lighter, freer, and more magnificently real than ever before. This is your new life, Taurus. It may not be perfect, but it will be honest. And from that place of honesty, everything begins to flourish.